So that's what I've done. I started off with the first card here, and I made a mess as usual. Because in the end I decided to try and stamp this neat little, I don't know if you can see it, neat little edging, which is little Christmas trees. So the white cardstock comes in a packet. Sorry, probably a glare. And then this is a Tim Holtz Scribbles festive die cut. And so is the star. They're very problematic because they only cut when they want to. It's really strange. This shiny sentiment came, I believe, from This and That Rosaline in Ireland. And when I put it through the Big Shot, it made some very strange marks from all the cuttings that I had made. But it also did something else that was pretty neat that now I know it does. And it made a Merry Christmas embossing, dry embossing. So I'm quite pleased about that. I'm not so pleased about the other bits and pieces on it. But I suppose if I use a new plate, it will stop it. Anyway, so that's in the bin. My next attempt was with this kind of glitter foam paper. Well, it's not paper, it's a foam, what they call ever foam here. I've got it, I'll go and get it and show you. Sorry, just dropped one on my plate. Never mind. It's this stuff, okay? And as you can see, it's a foamy back, or I don't know what you call it, but foam back. And wonderful. I thought, oh, brilliant! I've just got my set of cards, didn't I? It's all sent to Tri-X, isn't it? It cut out perfectly on this card, but every time I cut it out afterwards, it didn't work. So I ended up cutting about 5, 6, maybe 7 of these, and they didn't work. I don't know, maybe I was cutting it the wrong way, thinking about it now. So I decided, once again, this is the star from the Tim Holtz Scribbles, and I put another sentiment, this time in gold, and a little red ribbon, but there's nothing inside at all. I am tempted not to put anything inside, but I might do, and I'll let you know. I'm terrible at stamping. But I've been experimenting, and I've made different foam stamps. I don't know if you call it foam. This is my steampunk one. Here, I think on top of the Mod Podge is another cog that I made. This is one of the stars of Tim Holtz. And here I made, on top of this jar, I made another Tim Holtz Christmas tree from the Scribbles, and I use them as stamps. They're quite nice actually. But here are my butterflies. I think you've already seen them because I made some butterflies as a giveaway with a crafty Laurie. Anyway. So that's my wine nearly went over then. it's late at night. I'm trying to do it. Well, I was going to show you actually that it is still just the 31st. We're supposed to get them up before the end of the month, the last day of the month actually. And here my phone says the 23, 26 on May the 31st. The Ma is Martes is Tuesday in Spanish. For lots of the Spanish people who do YouTube will know. Okay, so it's still the 31st. I've been working. I left for work earlier this morning. I came back, had some supper now. Okay, so that's I moved my other cards away, and I was going to show you my stamping. Here are my butterflies as well. I'm quite pleased with those foam stamps. So next on to the next card, which is probably this one. So then I even though I liked the red and white together, I thought I'm going to back it with some gold. And this is what I did. I backed it with some gold. And then I like it actually. And this is some proper Christmas paper. And this gold is a sheet of 12 by 12. Okay. From my local Chinese shop, I suppose what you would call Michael's. And once again I put one of Rosalind's sentiments on there too, and a different kind of star. Well, it's actually a gold flower, I suppose. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, so that was card number 2. Once again with the Tim Holtz scribble Christmas tree. So then I thought, alright, well I'll do them all in the same. And then I started multiplying the gold card and then the creamy card on top. And I didn't like it so much, so I did another clean one. And I have this material, washi tape, I suppose you call it washi tape. And it's lost its star actually. Here is the star, so I have to stick that back on. So officially not quite finished, and it's also lost, look, it's lost its other sequin here. Alright, so I have to do that too. Anyway, that was the idea, to have this on top here, and the banner. I cut out what you call fussy cutting out of the tape just to decorate it a little bit more. I did actually think about putting Feliz Navidad on all of the cards, but in the end I didn't. You know, you go through so many different ideas, and I still say I'm not really a card maker, I'm a scrapbooker, because I think my mixed media and things like that go as, and especially my scrapbooks, actually continue working when I'm crafting. The ideas come to me, oh, I'll do that, I'll do that. And this is one of those ideas that actually happened like that. From this flower here, I thought, oh, I'm going to make myself a Christmas tree. And with the backing of the gold, with the cream, I made a flower Christmas tree with some sequins for the pot underneath. And I quite like that. The only problem is I haven't got any more of these flowers. Maybe I have to go wishing again. Well, I have. That's not true. I've got some. No, not these. But I've got some reddish ones somewhere. I have to dig them out. But I quite like that one. I like the old gold. And then I thought, well, why not cut my own triangle and do another simple one with just the paper. And that one, as you can see, is hand cut. Not very straight. Sounds like me. Anyway, so once again, I have to see if I can find some more. I'm sure it's from Rosalia. These are really lovely. Anyway, once again, I'm rabbiting. So I put a little bit of ribbon, gold ribbon that I had obviously collected last Christmas, because I was going to make some Christmas albums, and hopefully I'll get round to that this year. I also thought about putting the green stars on, or everything, as you can see. Anyway, so card number 5 is just a plain gold Christmas tree made from the cardstock here and cut out by hand. Card number 4 was a series of pretty flowers and sequin pots set on a creamy white background, and once again the gold card that comes from, the name is, I don't think you'll ever get it, but it's paper de scrapbooking from Madrid. Okay, I buy it at the local Chinese shop. Then I think this was the third one that needs repairing. I'm sorry, I should have done that before, I didn't look. With the banner from my washi tape or cloth tape, cut out individually by hand using the Tim Holtz Scribbles Christmas tree, and a sequin here and a sequin there to hold up the banner. The second card was the white with gold, and then the cream, and then a little bow here, and once again Tim Holtz Scribble with the sequins and a flower for the top. And the one that I wanted to make multiples of is the Tim Holtz Scribble on this Ever Foam stuff with a gold star at the top and gold Merry Christmas and red and gold ribbon. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful scrappy time. I'm going to try and create some of my newfangled, let me see if I can show you, which are quite nice. I think I've hidden them away from myself to